Good morning, everybody, on this finally Friday. Chris Allen here with a check of your weather on the SAM channel. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Radar still showing a few showers. Some of this is not even reaching the ground, and that's because at the lower levels where we are, it's dry. It's pretty dry overall, but there's just enough moisture out there for the radar to detect just above us. Some of it may be coming down. Some of it, when you go to work this morning, you may see a couple of little spritz of rain on your windshield. But otherwise, this is all very light. It's all behind the front. You can see the front there just in the right hand corner of the screen, that blue line over toward Sevierville, Tennessee, Knoxville. That's about where the cold front is this morning. It's passed through already, and the temperatures have come down pretty quickly. Even though we hit a new record high yesterday, we did manage to hit 80. 80 degrees was the official high yesterday, besting the old record of 79 set back in 1982. So we topped that record high temperature by 1 degree. And by the way, all of that is 27 degrees warmer than average. 80 was the high, 53 the average high. That's where we're supposed to be, and we will be today. But that's 27 degrees above the average or normal for this time of the year. Crazy, I know. It's happened before, but very rarely. Some places like Nashville hit 85, and they've never been that warm in February. That was a new all-time record. Whew. But as you can see here by the 10-day blender, we're going to see a reset starting today. We're going to be back where we should be for temperatures this time of the year. 53 today, 43 tonight, all that very, very average, very normal for the end of February. Mid 50s tomorrow, 60s. Here we go again. Sunday, then Monday, mid 70s. Going to be in record breaking territory again. We get one day cooler in the 60s, then we head back to the 70s. It's up and down, up and down. Roller coaster ride as we go through the next several days. Back down, but then we level off again. This is what I've been saying the last several of these podcasts, is that I don't see anything that signals a red flag of here comes winter again. It's not there. It's just not there, at least in this forecast, not there. You may get a little chilly. In fact, this morning you may get a little chilly, a little chillier than it's been, but that's because we've been so warm. So naturally, it's going to feel chilly to you this morning. When you look at these temperatures from the Kentucky Mesonet Network, 30s, but not even really below freezing. This is the cold front. The cold front still over parts of southeastern Kentucky, as I said, down toward the Knoxville, Tri-Cities area. It's still in the 50s there. Then you see 40s and 30s, then lower to mid 30s. That's where the cooler air has really taken over. But as you saw on the 10-day blender, this is all temporary. We're going to see slightly cooler temperatures this weekend, but it's not going to be on the order of, oh, it's cold outside, we got to cut the heat back on and all of this. I mean, some of you will. Heat on, cool air conditioner on, open the windows, then close them again, then extra blankets, then take the blankets off. And same thing with your clothes. It's just like, what do I wear today? It's transitional. We're in that transition, end of February, the beginning of March. And that part is pretty typical, but it has been a warmer February. And I'm sure when February's done and the numbers come in, they're going to say, oh, God, this was one of the warmest Februarys ever on record. And it's proof of the world is warming up. And oh my gosh, we just got to go to electric cars immediately. Okay, I won't get on that soapbox. It's easy to do. I'm sorry, it's just easy to do. Because then next winter, when it's like bone chilling cold, they'll say, see, yeah, but that bone chilling cold is still global warming. Sit and spin, my friend. All right, here we go. It's Friday. I don't care. Here's a look at the maps. And as we see the pattern here, it has been extra warm, granted. There's no argument about that, but it's happened before. Here is our weather pattern showing the warmer air dividing the colder air, the jet stream still running to the north. Now, what's happening for us is that we have these little impulses that are riding along the warmer air, overrunning really moisture that's coming up out of the Gulf of Mexico into Kentucky. That's why we have these little light rain showers and sprinkles that are with us this morning. And these may continue to just kind of flux back and forth as we go through time. It's not going to rain all weekend, but that chance of getting maybe a sprinkle or a shower, especially if you go down into Tennessee toward the Nashville area, it's going to be a little more prevalent. But I mean, here we go again with this leveling out of the zonal flow. Notice the cold air stays locked into the north, although some of it does sneak down into parts of Nebraska, Oklahoma, and Texas. You see that purple there. That is mixed precipitation. It does get cold enough for maybe a little bit of that to sneak in. But for us, we're going to stay quite warm, not extra warm like 70s or 80s, but more into the 50s and 60s where we should be this time of the year. I don't see that changing at all. Now, you're looking at this, and now the timeline is showing us that we're into Saturday morning, and we can see that we start to see showers again developing tomorrow morning, but we're still in the warmer flow. The really cold air still locked away to the north. Terrible winter storm still ongoing in the Great Lakes and the upper Midwest. And here comes that, I talked about it yesterday, this intense system that's going to come off the coast of California and really start to upset the apple cart here as we get on into the beginning of the week. So here we go, Saturday afternoon, still some showers, but then that'll move on off. Here comes our big system. Now, this one is packing a lot of punch. And notice what happens before all of this starts to take place. What do you see different out here? I mean, look at this. Look at the jet stream. Look at how the flow is here. Look at that warmer flow coming in off and ahead of that low pressure system. The places in the Rockies and the West that have been chilly and cold, warming up, huge. We're going to stay pretty much, where we've been. We're going to warm back up again. High pressure takes over. This is Sunday, actually Saturday night, about 7 o'clock or so. And here comes the big system. We can watch this thing just traverse across the country. Good news is it's a fairly fast moving system, so it's not going to linger that much. But I got to tell you, once it gets here, it is going to be a major system in that once it crosses the middle part of the country, here it is, the low pressure system. And once it traverses, it's going to take a path right up through the middle part of the country and into the Great Lakes. There's going to be these little ebbs and flows of moisture that are going to try to work in here and be squeezed out of the atmosphere. And we're not going to get the brunt of this system, but the winds are really going to pick up. In fact, you can see, let me highlight some of those winds. You can see, look at that surrounding it. Look at all these little tight lines. They're all pushed together here. That's the difference between low pressure and high pressure. And that is going to cause a lot of wind, even in our area. I'm looking at Monday being a very, very windy day. Not stormy. I didn't say stormy, but windy. Excessive winds, 45, 55, maybe even up to 60 miles per hour. Winds are going to come in here on Monday. and they're going to be brutal. So I would prepare now for what we're going to see Monday. That's going to be the day, not necessarily rainy, although it will be, I think, during the morning time, as you'll see on the map here. But the winds are just going to be incredible. Okay, here's a look at the surface map. Let's get to this and show you how this is going to progress. Here's that overrunning moisture that I've showed you and what we're squeezing out this morning. Very light. Some of this is just little specks on your windshield, hardly more than that. And this is going to be sort of an unsettled weekend, although it's not going to rain the whole time. Showers will be there, kind of scattered, kind of light. I don't see anything really that organized. Here's the straw effect. These little disturbances siphoning up the Gulf of Mexico moisture with the warmer Pacific flow that's eventually going to kick back in. And even though high pressure is around, keeping us mainly dry, here at the surface where we are, only a few hundred feet above us, there's moisture. So we get the clouds, we get a sprinkle, we get a light rain shower. That's just going to be around all weekend. Again, it's not going to rain the whole time, but it's going to look unsettled. It's going to look a little gloomy-ish, at times, and then a sprinkle, a light rain shower, then it goes away. But here's that big storm. Once again, let's back it up Sunday. There it is. And it's about 1,000 millibars or so, but it deepens as it moves into the Central Plains, the Midwest. We're already getting showers. This is Sunday. Now here's Monday. Look at that monster. It deepens to 984 millibars. That means it's getting even tighter, even stronger. And look at all the mess it's going to, those places that have already gotten hit by winter are going to get hit again, unfortunately. There's still power outages up in the Great Lakes and the upper Midwest, and they're going to get more snow and more ice and more problems. And this low, look at all those tight lines. There's the winds. This is Monday. Showers for us, I don't even really see thunderstorms. All the instability is going to be further south. But deep around that low, that's where the power is. And the winds are going to be the big, big deal for us. But look how quickly this thing moves. I mean, it's out of here by Tuesday, and then we start to see some breaks in the activity. We get some sunshine back in here. By Wednesday night into Thursday, here comes another not as strong system coming through the plains again, almost in line with the last one. And here comes another big warm up for us. Something that we've seen over and over again this winter. I just, again, don't see any major winter storms or anything like that for us in southern Kentucky anytime soon. All right, I'm headed to the radio station, Sam 100.7, and a good morning show ahead for you. Great music, 4 decades of music on the way, plus I've got some more things to give away. I think I've got more Home Expo passes, which is not this weekend, it's next weekend. And I think I've got more free cups of coffee from the good stuff to give away. So listen in this morning, have a little laugh, have a little fun, and great music on your way into work and at work. Once you get to the office, if the boss lets you, tune it to 100.7 on your FM dial. Sam. Just say Sam. All right, you guys, have a great weekend. I'll be back here tomorrow morning with another update for you. God bless you, and I'll see you on the radio.